14th of October. It's a Friday. Cheers, everyone. Coming at you to enthuse about the new Magma. I really like it. So, again, if you didn't see it, Nathaniel Mellors, I got these. Really like this. Thank you so much. Dave, if you watch, I'm taking a break from the box. This is a lot to absorb. It's a lot to absorb, and it's hard to read the booklet. I don't want to break the binding, But it's like the writing goes all the way up to the seam, so it's a little difficult to read. Just some feedback for you. Love it though. The overall Muffins box. Love it. Yesterday, when I got the Magma, I also grabbed this Cocteau Twins, Stars, and Topsoil. It's a collection, and I didn't look at the credits, but some of the versions on here sound like different versions than what I have on the official releases. Like maybe they're like Peel sessions or something. I'll have to look. But yeah, I don't listen to the Cocteau Twins like I did when they were happening, and the early days of 4AD. I was really into this, and some of this music has dated, but at the same time, the overall beauty and the uniqueness of their sound and Elizabeth Fraser's amazing voice stand tall. So maybe I just negated what I first said about it being dated. Wonderful stuff. I had to get it when I saw it. So, upon giving this a full listen all the way to the third side, which I was mistaken about, it is an ensemble, not just vocal and piano. This is really good. It is. This is, if you based your opinion just on the first track, you'll be mistaken, because it starts off, I would say, since I don't know what it means, the words, the opening track seems like it's a welcome. Hey everybody, it's cool. Come on, it's a nice thing going on here, so come on in. And then the music builds in intensity. It is throughout very vocal oriented, but that's a plus. And you can hear in places where the vocalist, Stella Vander leading the charge, they're into it, and they give you some powerful performances, and then the music kicks in. Before it's over on side 2, it's pure Magma. And I thought, since I haven't done it in a while, I'll endeavor to show what I have on vinyl. I have more on CD. I didn't grab them. These are not really in order, but their first album, a reissue. I like it when I can have originals, but I don't have to. There are some collectors who are absolute, they must have the originals. I can't afford to be like that. From the very beginning, you can hear on this album that something unique is going on. An original and intriguing sound is established like right away. Very cool. 1001 Degrees Centigrade. I believe this is their second album, and it just, again, they're off and running. They're on to something. And this was released with a different cover originally, if I'm not mistaken. Now here's where I came in with Magma. But let me see if see, these aren't quite in order, because I think the next one that comes out is Mekanïk Destruktïw Kommandöh. I have it, don't I? Yes, I do. Mekanïk, Destruktïw, Kommandöh. Now, before I got any Magma records, I was seeing this and I was intrigued. But the first album of theirs that I bought was this, Kãrtëhl. I have 2 copies of it because it recently came out in this wonderful limited edition. And this is the one that got me. It's very powerful, but it's also dark and ominous. If you don't, you can easily, isn't that beautiful? As a kid, I was easily able to take this music into this is evil, this is the music of Satan. It was real easy to overlay that filter on top of it with no information to back it up, and which scared me away for a while. Then once I got my head clear about a lot of indoctrination and dogma that I never agreed with and just got rid of, it was back to Magma. Fantastic band. Magma live. They I was really close to seeing Magma live when I was in Belgium on tour. It was our last stop on the Sun Ambulance tour before going back to the States. And at first, Magma was going to be playing at the Botanique, in the same building as us, Sun Ambulance. And then their show got moved. Dang it. Üdü ዄüdü. It's killer. Here's an early, it's sort of a bootleg. Well, what it is it's Inedits. It's these really poorly recorded tracks. I forget the story. But again, this is an official release on Tapioca. And definitely one to have for your collection. Then we get into the Retrospective. Magma Retrospective, Volume 1 and 2. See, that's the thing about Magma, is throughout their career, they don't let up. Every album has something of value. Attahk. This is really strong. There is Mr. Vander, Young Vander, Mr. Super Intense. Retrospective Volume 3. I understand that he has dealt with the press at times where people misinterpret his words and have attempted to say that he said racist things. It's real easy to say something that can be interpreted as racist. That's all I got to say about that. Merci. A fairly recent addition to my collection. Last couple of years I was able to get a copy of this. As well as this. Sahïltaahk. I like that cover. Yeah, Magma is a band of the ages. Very unique. The sort of thing that I like. Something that stands out on its own. Black Midi is a band like that. They're not like Magma, that they're that kind of band, as opposed to, say, a band like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay, I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm happy for them with their success, but their music is just really mostly run of the mill to my ears. Let's keep going. Zühn wol Ünsaï live 1974. Really strong set here. Real strong. Got a few more. Magma is worth it. Zëss. Le Jour de Néant. Zëss. If I remember correctly, this one in particular is very vocal oriented. Ka, where it's Kãrtëhl's Interior. Now that I pull these, I want to get into some of these. Wiedah Ïtah. This originally came out as a Christian Vander's solo album, Tristan Isolde. Used to have an original. I don't understand really why. Now, I sold a lot of records when my mind was just clouded with bullshit. Ëmëhntëhtt-Ré, Magma. If you don't know this band, I encourage you to find out about it. Slag Tanz. Here's one. It's completely black, so I'll take it out. There you go. Magma. So powerful. Stella and Christian Vander, I don't know how long ago they got divorced, separated, but the power of the music that they created together, they stay together and do the music, and the music rules. Two more. Félicité Thösz. This one is really pretty, melodically. And the last one that I have is this live album that came out. BBC 1974 Londres. Red vinyl. Like I said, I have more on CD, but I just wanted to show the vinyl. The records are fun. Today, it's Friday, and it looks like the latest installment of Can live albums is out in the US today. So that's on my agenda. I'm also thinking real strongly about getting the new Brian Eno album. I like what he does, I do. And I find that his records over time, like even the one he did with Carl Hyde, which I did not like for the longest, I just let it, it's like you let Eno's music ferment and then it rises to the surface. What intrigued him, and a lot of what intrigues him, is in my wheelhouse. So the new Eno is on my to buy list. Also because it's also probably will be available locally. There's a lot of cool records that I would like to buy that never come to Omaha. I see people showing them in the record groups from around the world, but some of those records they never even show up in Omaha. Okay, it's the weekend, and yes, there's a lot of beauty in the world, and I enjoy it, and I encourage you all to enjoy it. Awareness is important too. Engagement is important. A lot of what's going on, in my opinion, regarding the breakdown of Western civilization is we are not activated as just regular citizens to really step in and try to make changes. I don't know. But yeah, enjoy life. Absolutely, life is beautiful. I was sharing online a couple days ago that I do live with depression, you know. I don't feel depressed like I'm depressed. It's a state. You know, it's something I've learned to live with, and I have a good focus. And I have good skills that I use so that I'm not wallowing in my mind. That's where the depression can get you. The physical state of depression, which is real, and you guys know what I'm talking about, where you feel it and there's no reason, you don't want to feel it. That's why I'm talking about using skills to just deal with that. And music is not the number one. Music is my number one interest in life. Music is not a sublimation of me trying to run away from depression. It's not. It's part of my life's vocabulary. My skills for dealing with the depression have more to do with things like meditation, wise mind, not letting my diet get too crazy. You know, I am single, so I'm the one that has to keep myself from going nuts on too much sugar and just junk, okay? And then also protecting my space. You know, there's people that I don't want anywhere near me because of their energy field. That'll depress me, you know, real quick. You know, it'll agitate it. So those are some of the things that I do. I read. I'm not reading a book right now, but I do read. And when it's time to read, just like working on music, I pick something up. Okay, all right, folks. As always, talk to me. Hope you're doing well. Saying as always, love to family and friends.